Hold on, I'm coming.
Whew. Okay. Hey, it's Lemon. Welcome to the Backlogs. Hope you're all doing well. I myself have been out of commission for a bit, but I'm getting better. That said, the doctor did say to take it easy for a while, and when I tried to explain that I couldn't because I was currently in the middle of beating Elden Ring region-locked firebombs only, he just kinda stared at me, then repeated himself in a slightly louder tone. So yeah, I think that was my doctor's way of telling me to take it easy on challenge running until I heal properly. Which is why I played a bunch of Geoguessr, and then went and organized my community to make my own Dark Souls version. What? He said take it easy, not sleep for a month. But then, a thought occurred. Do I know the Soulsborne universe better than I know my own planet? Oh god, do I need to touch grass? So, with that in mind, today we're gonna find out. Which world do I know better? Earth or the Soulsborne series? Before we begin, a few thank yous. First off, a big shout out to Geoguessr for sponsoring today's video and keeping me out of trouble while I recover. If today's video makes it look like a good time, you can click on the link in the description or pinned comment down below, and it'll take you right to one of the community maps that I played, where you can attempt to beat my score and prove that you too do not need to touch grass. And second, a huge thank you to the Soulsborne Geography 101 students of the Firebomb Academy for their hard work on this project. I made a simple ask for some Soulsborne screenshots in my Discord, and within minutes my DMs were flooded with over 200 photos ranging from iconic Soulsborne scenes to extremely zoomed in photos of the floor. A+ work, each and every one of you. Everyone passes this semester. Now then, with that out of the way, let's talk about what we're going to do today. First, we're going to play some Geoguessr, which for those of you who don't know, is essentially Google Maps the game. It has all sorts of game modes to explore, so we'll dive into each one of those, and hopefully, I won't embarrass myself too badly. Then, when I inevitably do embarrass myself, to confirm that it's my fault and not that Geoguessr is just incredibly hard, I'll steal my wife for a minute and get her to play alongside me. Say hi, Kat.
I'm here.
She's absolutely thrilled. And then, after proving how bad I am at this, we'll compare my ability to getting lost on Earth to my ability to getting lost in Lordran. And if you want to test your own ability, I've actually got it set up in my Discord so that you can play the Dark Souls Geoguessr for yourself. So look forward to that. So, with that all said, let's get started. Time to press random buttons. Well, might as well start with the words I recognize. Single player. Let's see, we've got campaign, classic maps, and community maps. Seems pretty self-explanatory so far. Oh look, it even has difficulty levels. Thank God, can we be honest? Wait, where's the I'm an American setting? Looks like we've got easy, which gives you 3 minutes and lets you move the map around, and medium, which takes away the movement ability. And if you play long enough, you can unlock hard and impossible mode. No idea what those are about, but judging by the previous difficulties, it's probably just a picture of a single speck of dirt or something. Now normally, this is the point where I'd go over the buttons and mechanics, but you've all used Google Maps before. And sometimes the best way to test the water is to jump in with both feet. Okay, crepas y vendrías. Alright, so that's Spanish. Frappes, malterías. Yeah, this is all Spanish. Okay, that's good. It's a good sign, good sign. Good, alright. Judging by the streets, they're all one-ways. Interesting. Alright, so let's zoom around a little bit. What else we got here? Alright, they have an office depot. Okay. There's an old man. Alright, old man. That limits it down. Mexico? Alright, I think it's Mexico. Alright. Well, good news. We can at least narrow it down to Mexico. Unfortunately, Mexico is huge. So, the question is, what part of Mexico? The trees aren't too far south to the equator, judging by the look of that. That looks pretty far north. I'd guess like the northern parts of Mexico. Coyoacan? Is that a city in Mexico? Oh, can you search on this damn thing? No? Oh, great. Okay. What if I know the city and I don't know where it is, though? Oh, you bastards. You bastards. How am I supposed to do this? Unfortunately, I don't see it on here. It must be smart, but I'm going to be like, right here. Here's fine. Oh, wow, I was way off. It was in Mexico City. It was just straight up Mexico City. Coyoacan is the, I should have known, is not the city name. It is the part of the city name. Oops. Well, hey, we got the country right. Go me. Oh, we're starting again. All right, what do we got now? New one. Here we go. All right. Del Yamon. Okay, so that is still a Spanish of a kind. This looks more like Europe. This might be Spain. This might be Spain, judging by the walkability. You know, like no city, no city in North America looks like this. So, yeah, this is definitely Europe. I think this is Spain. Big city. It's plenty of souvenirs and stuff. Very cultural, big city. So, let's zoom in a little here. So Spain, I would guess Madrid. Can I put my guess on here? Yeah, I can. Just kind of. All right. Well, we don't have any time. One last little bounce here. Oh, Queen was here. Okay. Yeah, it's Madrid. Okay. I'm just gonna say the middle of Madrid. That's fine. What do you got for me? Wow, I was close. Whoa. Not bad. I was, what, 3 streets off? Just down the road. All right, what do we got now? Okay, we got, that is, all right, so we're in a big city. We're in Asia, which is not gonna help me that much. I want to say it's Japan, but I can't confirm. The high buildings imply to me that it's Japan. The Taito Station. Oh, I feel like I should know what that is. It's definitely Japan. I feel like I'm pretty solid on it being Japan, which means because we're on easy, it's got to be one of the bigger cities. So I'm gonna start with Tokyo. What do you got for me? Oh yeah, Tokyo. Okay, yeah, it's Tokyo. We're like in downtown as well, so I'm gonna say, Koto City area. That seems about right. If I can find the palace, that'd be great. Let's try it. I was pretty damn close. Less than 10 kilometers. Go team. All right, I know this is easy. I know we're on easy, but I'm actually doing okay. Look at me go. Local American actually understands the world a little bit. All right, what's next? Deli and cafe. All right. New York. We're in New York. All right, so strong start. Where in New York? Let's see if we can narrow it down. Okay, 7th and 52nd Street. Wait, why did I click 7th and 48th? Yeah, whatever, close enough. This is the 5th most visited country in the world. Rome, it's Rome. I got you. Rome is in Italy. Where's Rome? I know what it is. Where is it, though? There you are, Rome. All right, cool. And we are outside of what? What is that? That's some sort of museum. We're clearly in the middle of the city, though. Here's fine. Go. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. We'll take it. I said I was in the middle of a... I guessed in the middle of a train track. I should have guessed on an actual street. But it's not bad. I was cool with the flags. I understand flags a lot better. Oh. Shouldn't have said anything. This country officially uses 4 time zones? Jesus Christ. What does that mean? Ah, yes, New York. No, it's not New York. Brazil. We're at Brazil? What? Brazil uses 4 time zones? Why? I mean, it's huge. I guess that's why. Rio de Janeiro. I didn't see a whole lot of... There's mountains, though. Oh, there is mountains there. Okay. No, I see it. Yeah, good enough. What do you got for me? Nope. Not quite. Country flags, castles, historical buildings. Give me I don't know history. Go to country flags. Canada. All right, I recognize this one. It could be Montreal. It could be. Let's see, access and trade. That's French. That means it's Montreal. We're in Montreal. You know what? No, that's too obvious. Show me Toronto. All right. Well, clearly I need to visit Canada more. You know, let's kind of mix it up. What's a tower? Show me a tower. Oh, what the fuck is that? Is that a space needle? This guy just staring. Oh no. Where is the space needle though? That's in gosh, is that Seattle? I'm feeling American confident. Let's try it. Yeah. Yeah, I win. That. Oh boy. Well, we're in Europe. Sydney. Nope, we're not in Europe. That's Australia. We're in Sydney, Australia. Nailed it. Sydney Harbor. So we're gonna be here somewhere. I'm gonna put us right around here-ish. That feels right. What do you got for me? I was closer the first time. This famous prison has been depicted in many forms of media, including movies. Oh, it's Alcatraz. That's the Golden Gate Bridge over there. I'm a fool. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. All right. Alcatraz. There it is. Bam. Right there. Heck yeah. Like, I'm one building away. Yeah, just take a left past the bathrooms and you're there. Okay, back to America again. Still in America. This building housed the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Oh, God. Okay. So East Coast. I'm not a history buff, though. It's not Washington, D.C. Is this like Philadelphia? Philly, right? Yeah. Pennsylvania, right? Is that Philly? Museum of the American Revolution. That's gotta be it, right? Surely. Yeah, it was close. Level 16. Look at me go. Turbo mode. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, what do we do? Rome. Oh, wow, it's huge. This area. Yeah, there we go. All right, what's next? Oh, that's Incan. That's like Mexico area. Shit. Come on, too slow. Damn it. All right. Oh, I don't know what the fuck this is. Rome, I guess. This area. Yeah. Oh, that's Brazil-ish. Venezuela is over around here. Yeah? No, I was close. It's still down there. Damn. Is this Niagara Falls, actually? Yeah, there's a man in a yellow suit. That's Niagara Falls. Where is that? Over here. What do you mean, no? What? Didn't even tell me what that was. What is this? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Fucking, this place. Oh, wow. Okay, I got it right. What? It's Europe. There. Okay. What is Ferris wheels? Australia? No, that was close. Okay. Palm branches. People driving all over the goddamn place. I don't know. Thailand? Click Thailand. That was close. Is it gonna tell me what I did? There was no... It's not gonna give me like a recap? Oh. Okay. Well, you know, five of them's not bad. That's 50%. That's not passing, but it's good. Anyway, after doing several more rounds of single player, I decided to dive into some of the other features, like these random quizzes Geoguessr offers. The quizzes are more trivia based than anything else, so it's not exactly my favorite thing in the world, but if you need a quick change of pace from staring at maps for hours on end, it's a nice break. Moving on to the other single player options, we've got classic maps. This is a bit more focused than campaign, and lets you pick maps that are about specific countries or themes. For obvious reasons, I decided to try the United States map, and as to be expected of my country of origin, the game repeatedly started me in parking lots for hotels and Walmarts. Because America. Thankfully, this mode doesn't have a time limit, so with a little bit of searching, it's not long before you find a store or business that tells you where you're at. Unless you're stuck in a suburb. Then the game is no longer about finding where you are, it's about figuring out how to escape. Oh look, it's every other player who couldn't find the exit. Oh, we're in Houston, Texas. Never thought I'd say this, but thank God for Tony. He saved me on that one. This mode was actually kind of fun. Since a vast majority of the USA doesn't have any obvious cultural features, you have to rely on other hints, like these mountains in the background, or the fact that this small child is wearing a Utah shirt. Thank you, small child! And despite being very bad at this game, I can happily say I at least know my own country well enough to earn a gold medal. So we got that going for us. And if that's not enough for you, there's also community-made maps, which basically lets people pick and choose their favorite locations and make a challenge out of them, like figuring out which European stadium you're at, or what McDonald's you're currently having a heart attack in front of. But why do that when we can just prove how bad I am at this game with other people? Time for some multiplayer. Oh god, it's split into divisions? Bronze tier, here we come. First things first though, I need to embarrass myself in front of 3 people, so Geoguessr knows how bad I am. So, I actually really like this feature. You have unlimited time to guess a location until someone locks in a guess. At that point, there's only 15 seconds. So there's a bit of a psychological game to duels to see who can make who panic. Then, based on who was closer, the loser of the round loses health. A good strategy that I found to combat the panic was to place a guess on the map as quickly as possible, but not lock it in. That way, if the opponent does lock something in, all I have to do is press the guess button, and we can at least guarantee we won't fail to even turn in a guess. And after one more round of reading website names to determine my location, we've gotten our first duel victory. Sorry, Taylor, but it looks like you're banished to the Shadow Realm. Fun fact, if your first guess is strong enough, you can actually knock out your opponent in 2 rounds. All you need is your opponent to panic and pick somewhere very far away from the actual location, which they might do if you force their hand with the 15-second rule. And for my overwhelming victories, I get Silver 3! I mean, it's only 1 above Bronze, but we take those. That said, I probably should be in Bronze because, yeah, future duels have me getting walloped over here. What'd you say? Wow, man, you're good. Alright, you win. Oh, Looks Russian. Screw it. Man, I don't think I'm competitive enough for this. I don't... Oh, never mind. I am the best. Fuck you. Another fun fact, if you're both terrible at the game, the rounds become worth more and more points, guaranteeing that one of you will eventually knock the other out. And the more rounds you win, the closer and closer you are to getting promoted to the next ranking. Looks like it's set up that you have 7 days to improve your score as much as you can, and then the top few players get promoted at the end of the week. Neat. More relatable question though, how far do I have to fall to be demoted? Anyway, we've got one more game type to play. Battle Royale. Essentially a group game, the rules are simple. Guess the country you're in, and guess it faster than everyone else. As you play, you'll have a constant feed of the other players. If they guess correctly, they move on to the next round. If they guess wrong, the flag of the country they guessed appears in the top right, so you don't make the same mistake, which would be a great tool, if I knew country flags. There's also a time limit, so you can't monkey around too long, but you do get 3 guesses as well. Get all 3 guesses wrong though, and you'll be eliminated anyway. So yeah, I'm not good at this one, which is weird, because you'd think the fact that I only have to guess the right country would make it easier. But yeah, no, not the case. And even if you do get it right, the game gets increasingly more tense, as each round guarantees that at least one person will be eliminated. You know what? I'm going back to distance-based victories. Surely I'll be better at that. Interestingly, the distance-based one is actually even more nerve-wracking, as the game tells you how you did against other players in the middle of the round, which means you get to watch yourself get slowly pushed closer and closer to the edge of being eliminated in real time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Interesting game mode, definitely fun, but man, I do not do well against other people, which is exactly why I decided to play against my audience on stream. Because much like other party games, you can generate a code and all of your friends and community can join in. Welcome to my land, everyone. We're going to the USA. USA. Yeah, good luck, everybody. Walmart, we're in Walmart. Okay, where are we? This is... Why would you put it here? Compton. All right. Oh God, I don't actually know anything about America. Oh, shit. It was in Indiana. What? What? Huh? What is this? What city is this? And how did you all know? Well, now we know who's stream sniping. I got you. Who we got? Who is this? Mason. Lucifer. Washington. Okay. Alright, where's that? I know where I am, but where? Upstairs at a phone number? You say that like I'm gonna know what an area code does. Alright, how many of you are using Google Maps? Someone's cheating here. Alright, not bad. Good job, everybody. Rapids Water Park. Adult night. Uh-oh. Middle of fucking nowhere, because it's again just another fucking Walmart. We've got red sand. That puts us on the left half of the country. Alright. Let's see. Nevada. Okay. Slim it down. How many Walmarts can there be in Nevada, really, though? You know? Oh, yeah. I was close. There's nothing in Nevada. Except for Reno. We all know this. This is all fucking desert, man. Can he stay in the top 5? Please, God. Nothing. Put me in Phoenix. See what happens. Oh! Boost to 3rd. You know what? Top 3. I'll take top 3. I will take top 3. All right. I don't know about you, but I think we've got a clear idea of how good I am at geoguessing my location on Earth. Answer? I'm not. But now that we've got a baseline, let's find out if it's just me or if this game is actually hard. Take it away, Kat.
Food named by locations. What's that mean?
Like Hamburg, Germany?
Oh.
The hamburger.
How's that gonna help me find out what
They put a hint at the bottom.
Oh, well, I could figure that out.
Can you?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Yeah, that's like...
Yeah, good luck.
Oh, So
a
now.
certain type of black olive shares its name with the city.
Oh, I don't know anything about olives.
Okay, well there you go. Problem solved. Yeah.
So what? You just.
You look around.
Oh, look at those mountains. Okay, and there's an ocean. That is. What's it called? A language from this area.
This half of the map here.
Well, cause see, that's how they make their A's
Okay.
and their E's. Okay, so maybe Greece. A certain type of black olive shares its name with its. I don't know any olives.
No, me neither.
I don't even know what they taste like. I haven't tasted them in 20 years. So they won't show you the license plate. Oh,
No.
but look, it's rectangular.
Uh-huh.
And they use the metric system.
Uh-huh.
Is that the metric
That
system?
is, so you need to click something and guess. Otherwise you won't get any points at all.
Boop.
Okay, and then right there, guess. You were very close.
Oh, noise.
I think you knew it was Greece. It's more than I would have gotten.
How did I know it was Greece? I already forgot.
You looked at the letters. That's Greek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. I feel like.
Oh, what?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay. What is it then?
New Zealand. Well, I guess.
My initial thought was Australia, but
But it's got an indigenous language.
Waiuku Fire Station? Oh, yeah.
Ah, and also it says New Zealand.
Okay.
So now we just need to find the fire station. We're set. Oh my gosh, library, and the library's across the street.
Oh, okay.
So we got a fire station, a museum, and a library. That should be easy to find.
Who would think?
And a park. It looked like there was a park over there. We are right here.
Click.
Click.
Guess.
Guess.
Yeah. Within 22 meters. Okay, well, she's definitely better than I am at finding places on the map. But how does she do under pressure? Answer? Better than I do. Because of course she does.
Oh, so that's Sweden. Sweden.
Okay, just hover over Sweden.
Aim.
There you go.
Woo! The Ritz. Oh, that's United Kingdom. Oh, this is beautiful. I need like a few more seconds though.
No,
France. We'll say France.
that's
The
Rome.
is it?
Yeah.
Or is it here? Greece. It's in Greece.
Okay.
Oh, Italy. In Japan's rocks zone.
Japan, right?
No, it's a museum.
Oh. Oh, wow.
San Francisco.
All right.
Woo! Man, if it was only that easy to make $350.
Yeah, I know. All right, back to normal speed.
Okay, good. My heart's pumping.
I know. In fact, she was better than me at every single category, which I can't say I'm surprised about, to be honest. She's more knowledgeable, world literate, and competitive than I am, which makes her a force to be reckoned with in every game type. Wow, did you just guess right away?
Yes.
God damn. I've failed every time I've played this game.
I just saw this little slash in the O and I was like, awesome.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. That said, she is a bit more distractible than I am.
Look at that pottery. That's nice. On the side of the road. Who does that belong to? What's that for?
I think we're losing the plot here.
What kind of dog is that?
What's up with that dog?
Look at this.
What's that dog doing?
Ah.
And while there's no chance of me ever beating her in a game of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, I will say that the half-hour block I carved out of her schedule to get her here did turn into much longer than that because we were having so much fun. So big points to Geoguessr for making a game my wife and I can play together.
You're going to have to really edit out a lot of my stupid thoughts.
Don't worry, I will.
Don't say it like that. You could disagree with me first. Wow, they're stupid.
Alright,
Is it bad if I don't know what this is?
I think as long as you get like the city right, it'll be okay. I'll still love you.
You'll still love me, thank God. Fantastic guess, you idiot. You did really good with your small brains. This one.
UNESCO World Heritage Sites? What is UNESCO?
I don't know what it stands for.
It's
It's World Heritage Sites.
Okay, well what
Boo-boo.
is this then?
It says it right in the name.
Yeah. So what is this then? Miss World Heritage?
Miss Worldwide. Wow. Look at that. Goodness, that's beautiful. Also, okay, how do I get off this man in the water? This poor man, I'm just
Just swimming.
like a seal.
So yeah, Final thoughts, Geoguessr is a great game to play with friends and family. Very hard to put down once you start. But now for the final act. I've already established, very firmly, that I am far too American to be good at Geoguessr. But what about the Soulsborne series? As a reminder, this will be essentially the same as the impossible difficulty on Geoguessr. I only get 30 seconds to analyze the location, and I can't zoom, pan, or move the image I have in front of me. What I see is what I get. As for points, here's how we're playing it. Every image has a possibility of 2 points. The first is if I can guess the correct game, and the second is if I can guess the correct location. Got it? Good. In that case, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go! This is Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna go with Road of Sacrifices? It is Road of Sacrifices. It's the Crystal Sage. Nice. Okay, cool. Next. Oh god. Okay. Dark Souls 1. I don't know. There's grass. That's cruel. I don't know what that is. I'll guess the forest. I'll guess Darkroot Garden. No, it's the Undead Asylum. Undead Asylum bonfire, apparently. Alright, okay, sure. Why not? Alright, Dark Souls 3, this is right after... is it Osiris? Is that the dragon boss? Which makes this the actual location name of that. Does it have a name? Is it just like Osiris's area? Right? What do you call that? Not Archdragon Peak. Consumed King's Garden. I think this is Consumed King's Garden. Dark Souls 3 again. This is Gundyr. This is right before Gundyr's Arena. Which I guess would be considered Cemetery of Ash, I think, is what it's called. Alright, back to Dark Souls 1. You got some fallen bits and bobs. Still don't think. I'm gonna go Undead Parish. Is this around the fountain right before the sunlight bonfire? That could go either way. That could either be considered the Undead Parish or the Undead Burg. But that's my guess there. Dark Souls 3. This is, I think, the part right before you fight that one invader. Is that technically Irithyll? I think that's Irithyll, right? Alright, again, technically Irithyll, maybe Anorlando, depending on how you announce it, but that is, What's-Her-Face's tower. I want to say that's technically not Anorlando. I think that's still technically Irithyll. So I'm going to say Irithyll, but we both know what we meant. Alright, Dark Souls 3, obviously, this is right before, fucking Half-Light. It's right before Half-Light. This is in the DLC, and that makes it the... Dreg Heap. No. The Ringed City. It's the Ringed City. Okay, Dark Souls 3 again. Ooh, this looks like the stairways down. This is where you are going through Irithyll, but instead of going into the spider water area, you take a right, and you're heading down towards the prison. It's going to be either Irithyll, the Boreal Valley, or Irithyll Dungeon. I think it's still considered the Boreal Valley, though. That's Dark Souls 2, and that's right outside the Iron Keep. Let's see, this is Dark Souls 3, this is down, right, this is the big old bowl right before Yorm. That is technically, what do you call that location again? The Profane Capital? Yeah, Profane Capital. Dark Souls 3 again, this is leading up to the Cathedral of the Deep. This is going to be, it's not Cathedral of the Deep, so therefore, is it technically Road of Sacrifices? I think that's technically Road of Sacrifices. Dark Souls 3 again. Catacombs of Karthus? That's Dark Souls 2. I want to say Things Betwixt. Dark Souls 3, that is the woods right before you enter the Crystal Sage fight. Yeah, I guess it's the Road of Sacrifices. Alright, well, Dark Souls 1 for sure. It's glistening like the abyss. I would say, Chasm of the Abyss, right? No, that is not. That is the Lord Vessel door from Dark Souls 1. This is the Lord Vessel door? Okay, sure. Dark Souls 3, we got some prison guys. I don't think that's the one in the beginning of the game. I think that's the later one. I think that's back to the prison. Irithyll Dungeon? I'm calling that Irithyll Dungeon. Okay, Dark Souls 2. Right before you go towards the Bell Gargoyles and all that whole area. That is the Lost Bastille. That's Lost Bastille. Moving on. Still Dark Souls 2. Not the gutter. Close though. Is this, what do you call that? With all the spikes and the crystals. Brightstone Cove Saldora? I think this is Brightstone Cove. Okay, well, obviously Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna go with the Cemetery of Ash again. Oh no, that is actually Champion Gundyr, so technically yes, but that's the Untended Graves. It's the night version one. I guess the candle should have given it away. Okay, that's Pontiff's Arena there. Enough said, Dark Souls 3. Also Dark Souls 3. I think this is the early game. Therefore, before Vort, the High Wall of Lothric is my guess here. Alright, Dark Souls 1. Tiles like that. Ugh. No. I see spider webs in this corner. That's Quelaag's domain. Is that Dark Souls 1 or 2? I'm gonna go Dark Souls 2, but I have no idea where. Forest of Fallen Giants, I guess? That's my guess, yeah. Forest of Fallen Giants. Oh, it's the Shaded Woods. There were two forests. It had to be one of them. I didn't see any fog, so I assumed. Nope, Shaded Woods. Okay, Dark Souls 1, that's Anor Londo. Yeah, I think that can even narrow it further. I think that's Gwendolyn's Arena. So Dark Moon Tomb. Alright, Dark Souls 3, that is below. That's with the demons. So is that Izalith? Is that what it's actually called in Dark Souls 3? Is it Smoldering Lake? I want to say that's it, yeah. Smoldering Lake. Alright, oh, that's Dark Souls 1, judging by the polygonal trees there. But where, though? I'm gonna go with the archives. No! That's Dark Souls 3, Irithyll of the Boreal Valley. What? What? What corner did you find this in? Are we sure? Okay. Alright, Dark Souls 2 hides Tower of Flame. That's too detailed to be Dark Souls 1. That's Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2. If it's not the Shrine of Winter, it's the Shaded Woods right before it. Alright, Dark Souls 3. This is technically the Road of Sacrifices still. No, it's not. This is Fair and Keep. That's down at the swamp. Bloodborne. Okay. That's just the first area of Bloodborne, isn't it? Which is, what do you call it? Yharnam? Central Yharnam? Okay, this is right after Vort. So technically High Wall of Lothric. Dark Souls 3. This is Dark Souls 3. Anor Londo. Dark Souls 1. I want to say right before the Sanctuary Guardian, so Ulasil Sanctuary. That's what it is. Dark Souls 3. What is that? I'm gonna go with Irithyll Dungeon. I don't think that's right. It might just be Irithyll Boreal Valley. Boreal Valley, final answer. That's Archdragon Peak. Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3. Oh, there's a body in the background, it looks like. Or maybe a statue. Is this the Ringed City? The goo in the Ringed City. Is it? No, that's Aldrich's Boss Arena. Ah, damn. Okay. Dark Souls 3, Firelink Shrine. Now, question though, which version of Firelink Shrine? I'm gonna go with the dark one. So the unlit version of Firelink Shrine. Alright, Dark Souls 3, that's leading out to Irithyll. So technically this is right after King Tony, Wolnir. Dark Souls 2, the Fire DLC, is that called Broom Tower? Dark Souls 1, that's the Chasm of the Abyss, I want to say. Dark Souls 1, is this the Parish or is this the Burg? Or is this Firelink? I think this is Firelink. Firelink Shrine? Oh, it's Dark Souls 2, Forest of Fallen Giants. Wow, way off. Okay, Bloodborne. Thank you for the UI there. And this is the Hunter stream. This is Dark Souls 2. This is the Shaded Woods. Dark Souls 1, Chasm of the Abyss. Dark Souls 1... The Depths? Maybe? Oh, it's Undead Parish, the Titanite Demon. Oh. Well, alright. Dark Souls 3, that's the Chloranthy Ring. Location there, so that is the Ring City. Dark Souls 1, that's Firelink Shrine, because I've drawn those little steps so many times. This is Dark Souls 1, Quelaag's Domain. Bloodborne, Central Yharnam, question mark? Dark Souls 3, for sure. I want to say that is the Cathedral of the Deep. That is the Catacombs, Dark Souls 1. That is Dark Souls 3, right before you get to fight the dragons. Lothar Castle, I think, right? Bloodborne, that looks like Bergenworth. Dark Souls 3 again. Is this the bottom of, like, where the princes fight? This is the Demon Prince arena, which would technically be the Dreg Heap. Dark Souls 1, I want to say that's down... It's not called the Sunlight Altar, what's it called? You're down there with the big old bowl you pull out of your butt. Firelink Altar, that's what it is. Bloodborne, for sure. Is this a dungeon? Did you assholes put a dungeon? I don't know what dungeon this is. It could be any of them. The fucking... Any of the ones except for the starry ones and the sandy ones. Bonfire Ash Lake. That's the Ash Lake bonfire. Wow, look at that. Good eye, somebody. Majula, Dark Souls 2. Wait, maybe it's not. No, it's not. No. This is the Forest of the Fallen Giants, isn't it? Yeah, I got it. Nice. Oh, Demon Souls. Oh God, Demon Souls. Where is this? 1-1? Oh. Dragon Memories, Dark Souls 2. Yeah, wow, that's a good one. God, I haven't been there in ages. Now that's Majula. There's Majula, Dark Souls 2. All right, I recognize that one. Good old Zen's Fortress in Dark Souls 1 there. That's the key. What? Let me think. You can't just take a picture of the moon? Shit, I don't know. Not Bloodborne. It's too small to be Bloodborne. Dark Souls 1. Fucking... It's nighttime. I don't know. Dark Souls 1, Darkroot Basin. Let's try that. And Dark Anor Dark Souls 1. I should have known. What are you... okay. Stop looking up. Why are you all taking pictures of the ceiling? Dark Souls 2 or 3. There's particles in the air. It can't be Dark Souls 1. I'm gonna go Dark Souls 3, because whatever that is on the right is a little too detailed for Dark Souls 2. So Dark Souls 3... Irithyll Dungeon. I don't know. It's the lower Loran depth 5 layer of Bloodborne. Are you serious? Stop taking pictures of the dungeons in Bloodborne. Come on. Oh, well, we all know what that one is. Oh, that's such a good picture, though. Dark Souls 3, that's Tony's arena, King Wolnir's arena. And while that is pixelated as fuck, that is absolutely the Dark Souls 1 Darkroot Basin with the Hydra. Very nice. All right, I think you get the idea. There were 208 pictures, worth a grand total of 416 points. And of those 416 points, I got 346, or slightly more than 75%. So yeah, surprising no one, I can officially say that I need to go outside. Now, I'm sure you wish you could watch me guess all of the pictures, but if I did that, you wouldn't have any left to guess yourself. And let me tell you, there's some great ones there. So, if you want to play it for yourself and see if you can beat my score, just join the Backlogs Discord and go to the Soulsborne Guessr channel. You're welcome, and good luck. But in any case, after zooming around several worlds for the last half hour, I think I'm going to take my doctor's advice and rest for a bit. A big thank you again to Geoguessr for sponsoring today's video, and a quick reminder that you can try and beat my score in the challenge map that I did by using the link in the description or pinned comment down below. Also, another big thank you to my audience for helping me make the Soulsborne version of the game. Couldn't have done it without you. But other than that, that's all I've got. Take care of yourselves, be good to one another, and I'll see you all again soon.